So what I wanted to get, I really wanted to get a visor organizer for a bunch of reasons. It's always that thing that's right in front of you. I can put a lot of lightweight stuff on it that usually I have to like stuff into my cup holders or on my side seat so I can easily reach it. Having it right at my visor will be a lot more convenient, I think. And I'm a pretty organized guy. I like to keep things organized and neat. I think that just flows better. So I thought this would be a good place to start. Now I wanted to get a Male webbing visor organizer, but I could only find one, and it was ridiculously priced. I don't think it would be worth it at all. So instead I went with this. I went with a Highland Visor Organizer. I believe I got this for about 12 or 13 bucks at my time of ordering it off of Amazon. And overall, I'm actually, after holding it in my hands now, it actually looks pretty good, because there were some pretty pricey ones, and I was worried about my visor in particular, because in the summer when I have my soft top on, my visor comes down all the time, and also when I have my soft top off, that's going to be another interesting thing to see how well this is going to hold. I wouldn't keep, a ton of things in here to the point where it would go flying off, but I want to make sure that you can tell this goes onto the visor with just some straps on the back, some elastic kind of straps, and I want to make sure, you know what I mean, it's going to be hard to test right now, but in the future I want to make sure when my soft top is down and I'm going down the road at like 50, is this going to like easily get blown off of my visor? That's one thing I want to know, but I'm not going to know for a while. It's got a couple of different things here that I'm going to go over before I go ahead and put it on. One thing I want to know is because it always bugs me when I can never find anything of where it's made. This company is based out of Ohio, but the product is actually made in Vietnam, so that's just something I'd like to point out, because I feel those things should be pointed out, should be easier to find when I'm ordering a product, because I could not find where this was made. I found the company was in Ohio, but I could not find where the product was actually made. It is indeed made in Vietnam. Okay, so actually looking at the thing, it's actually pretty nice. I think for the price I'm going to be pretty satisfied with it. We've got like a kind of open web so we can see what we got here, a small little pocket. Could store, you could store just about anything and stuff like these in the pockets. You have a slightly bigger pocket that is zipped to secure right here. It goes all the way down, all the way to the bottom of where this one would be. So you've got like a half pocket here you can see through for easy access to what you need. And then you've got a smaller one where you could keep coins, screws, anything you got. On the top here, you've got the largest pocket, and the largest pocket is pretty big. This is just about 6 inches tall and 11 inches wide, so almost a foot. I think it's obviously supposed to be universal to fit any kind of visor. I was a little worried about mine because the TJs and YJs actually have, I don't know about the JKs, but they have a pretty small visor. But I do think this will work. I do think it'll fit on here, so it should fit just about anything and still be the right amount without being too big or too small. So with that being said, it's about like 4 inches deep into the pocket that you can hardly see right there. There we go. It's about 4 inches deep into the pocket right there. So pretty good storage. It's pretty big in there. It's out of a decent material. Like this would not rip easily. So that's good to know. You can fit anything in there. It's less organized in there, obviously. This is kind of where you would throw just a couple things, maybe papers, documents, something you need on hand. That's what I'm going to keep this for. This is going to be kept, I'm not going to be stuffing this down with a whole bunch of things. It's going to be kept lightweight with just the important things I need. One thing is what I really needed was a place to put my sunglasses. I see a lot of people put like sunglasses in their footman loop for their Jeep, but that, I don't know, that just bugs me for some reason, so I'm hoping I can easily slip them in here and it will secure them, because they don't stay on my visor well at all. And I'm hoping I can just keep a couple little things on hand here, a couple things here. I like these pockets on the side here. And then the last piece we have over here is 2 pockets that kind of slip in from the side. And we've got a pretty deep one. I can just about get my hand in there, and it goes all the way to the end there. So you could, if it's sitting on your visor, you're going to be able to put something in, slide it from the side, and be able to easily grab it if you need it. So you got something lightweight there. And then this one, you could put a couple things in here. Maybe you got a small flashlight, a small screwdriver, or obviously I think it would probably be intended for pens or pencils. So overall, it looks like a pretty good and solid visor, and I'm actually looking forward to putting it on because, like I said, I really want to get into more interior organization and making use of things like my visor, my seats, my roll bars for storage and ease of access. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this on and put a couple things in there, and we'll see how it looks on the Jeep and how it holds up. Okay, so I've had the visor organizer on for a couple weeks now, and overall, I gotta say it's pretty good. It's worth it. It holds on good to the visor. You can see it slips on the back here and goes over and clips in, so it won't fall off. When I'm driving, making turns, doing anything like that, high speeds, low speeds, the thing doesn't move much. It's not like it's kind of like constantly doing this. I was worried that it would be doing this a lot and it would be very distracting. Not distracting at all. As for all the pouches, like I said, I've only got light things in here. I'm sure you look at this, you could see uses for it for yourself. I wanted to keep light things in here. I've got like a little bit of de-icer, chapstick, a notepad. You got a pen right here. That's what I've been keeping in here. This one, I got nothing in these. I haven't been using these too much. I started out originally by putting my sunglasses up here on the visor, which is something I was hoping would work out and they would stay in there better. But unfortunately, they don't really stay in there too good, and when I'm driving, or especially, like I figured, if I pull this down to use it to block the sun, they fall right out, so that's a little unfortunate. But overall, like I said, it's not distracting. That was kind of one of the things I was worried about, and it doesn't go flying around like this. It's easy for me to move, but when I'm actually driving, it stays in place well. It's lightweight, so it could hold quite a bit, and it still would kind of, hold on if you had something heavy in there. Mostly, I just wanted something light that I could put that would be right in front of me and easy to reach, as opposed to the limited amount of storage you have in a Jeep, where you only really have like the glove box, your cup holders, and then the center console here. And the center console, the problem with that is it's very unorganized. And like I said, I like to be organized. I like to know where things are. It just everything just kind of works out better that way. So instead of like shoving a whole bunch of things and having to rummage through this to find them, I can keep a couple of the important things up here like I wanted. You could keep letters, documents up here, paper, like I said, screws on hand. Anything you could really think of would fit here. The one thing that I can't test right now, because we're in the middle of winter, is if you have a soft top like a Jeep, or if you have any kind of convertible, I'm wondering about driving at high speeds with the top off. Wonder how well. Is this going to be, doing this the whole time? That's one thing I don't know. When that comes around, I'll make a patch note for that to let you know how that works out. But overall, for day-to-day use in any kind of typical vehicle, like I said, it works on my visor. If it works on a Jeep visor, it's going to work on just about anything. It doesn't go sliding around or anything. It's not in the way. It keeps everything for you really neat and organized. And it's kind of up to your discretion what you want to put where. And I haven't even used this to the fullest potential, but just the basic things I've kept in here and how easy and convenient it is, and how, I guess the biggest thing for me is it just, I put it in here, and a day later I was just used to it like it had always been there. So that's kind of how you know when something works out well. So overall, my final verdict is I'd give this like a 4 out of 5. It's for the price, it's really good. I have no complaints. It doesn't make it difficult to use my visor at all. Doesn't hinder that in any way. The soft top still, that remains to be seen. But as far as just for regular vehicle use in the cab, it's good. I can't complain. I like it. Organized and convenient. If it looks like something you like, then I recommend the Highland Visor Organizer.